What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Average Joe on Stimulus YouTube channel, and welcome to your straight to the point, no clickbait, third stimulus update here for Wednesday, February 3rd, 2021. And I've got a few pieces of news to go over with you just to keep you up to date on what's really happening, not hitting you with that BS every day like a lot of people on YouTube are doing. Let's jump right to the very first article I want to cover with you. Out of thehill.com, coronavirus relief poses early test of Democratic unity. Democrats are facing big headaches as they prepare to try to craft a sweeping coronavirus bill, potentially without any GOP support. Democrats are poised to pass a budget resolution this week that will allow them to bypass the 60-vote legislative filibuster in the Senate. I think we're going to pass the budget. We have the votes for the budget. It will be a little more complicated with the bill, said Senator Ben Cardin. Senator Tim Kaine from Virginia predicted there will be a lot of negotiations as they try to write the bill. So again, I don't feel like I need to really set the stage here, but remember, there's a 50-50 split in the Senate, which is a tie-breaking vote for the Democrats with Vice President Kamala Harris. But in order to use this simple majority to pass a bill, to pass COVID relief without GOP support, they need to utilize a process called budget reconciliation, which Democrats do appear to be on board with. The question is going to be how many Democrats are going to support COVID relief as President Biden wants to pass it. One of the big sticking points that's causing a problem is that many Democrats, or at least some of them, are in favor of including as part of this relief bill an increase to the minimum wage to $15 an hour, which apparently has the support of 38 Democratic senators, not 50 if it were a standalone bill. Second article here out of the Washington Post, White House open to narrowing who qualifies for stimulus checks but keeping payments at $1,400 per person. The White House is open to narrowing eligibility for the next round of stimulus payments but not lowering those payments below $1,400 per person, according to a White House spokesperson. Congressional Republicans and even some centrist Democrats have in recent days raised concerns that President Biden's proposal to send another round of stimulus checks would give government aid to affluent Americans who do not need it. Biden has publicly expressed willingness to negotiate the stimulus payments, which under Democrats' current plans would begin to diminish at $75,000 for individuals and couples making $150,000 a year. Biden is also aiming to provide $1,400 per every adult and child under that threshold on top of the $600 per adult and child approved by Congress in December. One proposal discussed by senior Democrats includes lowering the threshold for the payments to begin phasing out at above $50,000 for single taxpayers, $75,000 for head of household, and $100,000 for married couples. Out of CBS News, we have Democrats push forward with $1.9 trillion COVID bill clearing Senate hurdle. The Senate on Tuesday cleared a procedural hurdle on the road to passing President Biden's $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief proposal, a signal that congressional Democrats will continue to move forward with a vote to provide more economic assistance whether or not Republicans come to the negotiating table. So the big step that happened here was a motion to proceed with debate, which means that they're now in the process of making some amendments to that budget reconciliation process, but if they pass that budget, that's going to allow Democrats to move forward with any future legislation they want to pass with a simple majority. Of course, as long as it deals with the budget. And there's some controversy and confusion as to whether or not increasing the minimum wage has anything to do with the budget process. And then lastly here out of CNBC, 10 Republican senators present Biden with smaller COVID stimulus proposal, call for compromise. A group of 10 Republican senators called on President Joe Biden to consider a smaller alternative COVID-19 relief proposal as his administration works to pass a $1.9 trillion package to address the economic fallout triggered by the pandemic. There are some key differences in the Republicans' compromise from what Joe Biden wants to pass with his $1.9 trillion plan. Specifically, Biden's plan would send $1,400 payments to most Americans, whereas the Republican alternative plan for $618 billion would call for $1,000 checks to a narrower set of Americans. It also keeps unemployed benefits to the current $300 per week payments rather than increasing it to $400, which is what Joe Biden wants to do, and extends the program through June instead of Biden's proposal to extend through September. Now, while President Biden met with this group of 10, as they're calling it, GOP senators that want to pass this compromise bill, there's no indication that he's going to move forward with it, and on the contrary, senators and the House of Representatives on the Democratic side have moved forward with the budget reconciliation process to potentially move forward without any GOP support if necessary. That's where we're at right now, guys. We're going to expect to see a lot of negotiations over the next 30 to 40 days, and we'll potentially see a COVID relief bill come together here during that time. And as we get more information, I'll let you know about it. That's all I got for you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and please continue to stay healthy, both physically and financially. Have a good one.